Yeah, it was fun.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
It was a very relaxing
And you guys
one.
got to see
was
Chomsky's
very
back
wholesome.
of head.
Oh,
Chomsky's
gave
that
it head.
white
He has some
short hair
luscious
head.
locks.
And by the way, the Iron Man thing with the helmet going, zzz, zzz, that's literally in D&D part of the class that I'm playing. That's a thing you're
Really?
allowed to do as a free action is deploy and undeploy your helmet. So
Yeah,
that's literally part of his character.
Speaking, so now that we're in the post show,
Yeah.
the armor thing, I don't know. I 100% believe you, but that is a thing that you can sleep in your armor.
It doesn't list it anywhere, but it literally like any
Evan's
disadvantage that
homebrew.
you usually have for wearing the armor, I don't have because it's the magical extension.
Oh,
of the
so
magical
like
armor.
stealth, you don't get disadvantage.
Right, exactly that.
Yeah, he doesn't have. I know
there's
about.
u- there's
I know
usually-
about the stealth thing.
There's
but,
usually a strength requirement that I don't have to do, and I've never heard.
yeah.
Because it's my character. I mean, I'll talk to Chris about it. I think it would be ridiculous if I'm like, oh, because of this D&D rule, I've got to break character to go to sleep, and it feels meta-y to do
I
that.
feel like he's got a bed in the armor.
No, I'm good. I'm good with it for your character. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, like, as the game rule, like, the rules is written, is like, you can't sleep in your armor because then
I'll
people
talk
never
to
take
James
it off.
about it.
I'm good. I'm good with it, and I that's not like you need to do it this way. It's like just me genuinely being curious about the class.
I haven't read about it, but I've also never read the rule that you can't sleep in armor. But like I said, I'm
I
new to
just
D&D.
I just don't read rules.
Fuck them.
That's why Krista's here. I turn to her after I say something and I go, eh?
That's the title card to this episode, baby. Fuck those rules.
Fuck the rules.
This
Monkey
is
dong.
homebrew. We do rule of
True,
cool
monkey
here.
dong out.
Did that actually happen when you said that?
I just thought of it more like he's wearing a very loose zoot
the-
suit and he's flying through the air. So like you just see that like the suit is flying one way and there's something else kind of
I
in there.
love that wholesome
Kinda-
moment. Airless and Jorak just laying down, looking at the stars, and just.
Well, I was just so out of nowhere.
Krista knows there's something in his questionnaire that might be an answer to something.
What is flapping?
I don't
You
know.
customized your character like in Baldur's Gate.
He picked the right one.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that they updated the
No, tell me more.
the animation for it?
The
Penis swing?
animation?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you're building a guy in BG3 now, you can just like flip him around like a tiefling tail.
Yeah.
But it just flaps around.
Ew,
I used to not do that.
Yeah.
But
Did you customize your junk in Cyberpunk?
Sure did.
The man, whole time I played, had a pussy. Nobody knew. You guys now are the first ones. 100 hours of
Had a
gameplay,
pussy.
and this big buff dude who's a legend in Night City, vagina the whole time.
His
Nobody
name
knew.
is V the Man.
This
for V.
this is why you stream into the post show, folks.
Yeah.
This is where you get the juicy scoops.
I'm really glad that your V has a vagina.
The whole time, the whole game.
'Cause
I
mine,
was,
I
I was
went-
like, I can
No,
do
I
that.
love
I'm
that.
definitely doing that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mine went penis small, normal, big. And I went, that's funny.
B.
I figured if I was gonna have any like sex scenes, I'm like, this would be really awkward to just be like, well, here's what I have. Can you make it work?
I think it would be funny.
Do you want to
like,
see what I have?
didn't you play a barbarian in Baldur's Gate that was just naked?
Yeah.
Sure
I
did all
think
the
you
time.
should do that with
That was
the
great.
tiny.
Entire time.
Imagine tiniest peen.
His
Like-
clothes burned off.
I'm gonna rage.
That was no, his clothes burned off. That was the lore.
He
that's-
has-
That was the lore, but not.
He just never
he
got
had
actual
clothes until
clothes.
the thing burned away,
And he couldn't put any back on.
The entire
Well,
time,
he also-
even after
he-
we
he was-
landed.
The worst part was the cutscenes where he was in the
He
background.
was so distracted.
Or the foreground.
Yeah.
I tried to be the lead, the main character.
You're telling me
so
his
that he was
foreskin
right
was in the
front.
foreground.
Well, what sucks
Yeah.
is that like he got 3rd-degree burns all over his body. And he was getting skin grafts, and he couldn't put clothes on
Because
because
he's uncomfortable.
it was uncomfortable.
That- okay.
So honestly, you guys are kind of making fun of him, but he was in agonizing pain.
Yeah, no,
You
makes
guys all
sense.
remember that scene in Baldur's Gate 3, right?
Okay, but just so you know, for skin grafts and like burns, you actually need like compression.
We got a
type
nurse here.
dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
How does this?
but-
explain.
You don't just
But
be naked.
no. This is
This is D&D, Kara.
This is like
This is high fantasy,
Your
okay?
rule of
This
cool
is-
is you have to be naked.
This is
Yeah.
High Fantasy Dark Ages, and they don't
the
have.
DMs
They don't
say.
know nothing. They go
You're
skin
telling
grab.
no. You're telling
They
me you
skin
have
a
skin
rat
grab.
and they put rat skin on you, and then go figure it out.
Just squeakers.
Squeakers flashback. No.
Wait, is that how?
That's
oh,
what happened to squeakers after he got turned into a pen.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's what he did with the rest of him. He used the spine as the pen. Where do you think the rest of that went?
I like to think
Skin
Squeakers
grafts. Or
was
penis.
reincarnated
Or
as
penis.
Nibbles Pinkerton
Absolutely.
in this universe.
yeah.
too bad you
Now
killed
he's an
him.
elf.
Will
brain.
Nibbles come back?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He will always be there.
He's around.
Oh my
but
gosh.
he's just
Around.
invisible.
He's invisible.
He's like, you know how like in Super Mario 64, the camera for the
Yeah,
game
the guy.
is technically Lakitu. It's a
A
player.
person, yeah.
The DM, the mind's eye is just Nibbles Pinkerton.
Yep.
It turns out she's
Listen.
just playing Nibbles the whole time.
Listen, I could not disappoint Gavin by getting rid of Nibbles so quickly.
True. Yeah, you would not just disappoint Gavin. You would disappoint
Gavin.
I loved Nibbles.
Gavin.
And I
Yes.
think Gavin as a whole loves Nibbles.
Gavin texted me like 5 days after I introduced Nibbles and was like, listen,
Need me some of the
I
nibbles in my
love
life.
Nibbles.
We
I just the stance, the
It's
just
the
like
stance.
naked boy belly out.
I also like to think that his head isn't like there's no skull holding in the brain. So if he like leans forward too much, it
just-
just goes. And then if
So-
he leans back, it just.
I could just
Look up cranium rats.
I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
is-
I'm just gonna
Nice.
look up cranium.
I thought it was like Ghetto.
You'll just get
Ghetto.
like the
Is it full cranium rat?
He has a full cranium rat.
Oh man, he got his whole brain hanging out.
Good for him.
Do
Got
you
that
remember fighting the
whole brain.
cranium rats in BG3? Right before you go to the.
When you got to
The elder
row,
brain?
row your boat to giant elder brain.
No, I think I was like
You explode the rats before you get on the boat.
Yeah.
There's like 40 of 'em.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
I don't remember that part. Maybe I blocked it out.
Matt, did you beat BG3?
4 times.
You have successfully beat the game start to finish 4
Holy
times.
shit.
Yeah.
I've only beat
You're
it
wild.
once.
You
So-
beat it. You've beat it.
First time.
I've played the intro like 6 times.
I've played the intro twice, 3 times.
First time.
Now I'm in a
Played it. Awesome. Loved it. Second time was essentially a speed run with the Dark Urge because
Yeah.
like
Kill everything.
yeah,
Fuck it.
it was
Murder
super.
hobo.
It's super easy to just be like,
He
I have a
killed
quest for
Karlak.
you. I have a quest for you. Nope, you're dead.
you don't.
You don't. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, do you want to find
My
this
children.
artifact? Only if you're dead. I literally had to hire three people from Withers
I was gonna
to
say-
fill out my party because
How-
I literally killed everybody in my party, every single person,
How did you level up enough to like progress in the story then?
by killing everyone.
Yeah.
Anything
XP.
that moved?
Dead. It's true.
You probably got a decent like level system going on, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think I finished that playthrough at like level 9 or 10, but it was because I was speedrunning it. I wasn't going through and doing everything that
12
I knew
is
where it
nice,
was.
You just wanted to
12
kill
is nice.
everyone.
It was just like do the main quest, do the main quest, do the main quest, do the main quest. Okay, now I've seen the final cutscene. Dope.
I would like Larian to know that I'm upset that we don't get to go to level 20. Like I get it. Like if you look at the back of like the D&D books, it's like for characters levels 1 through 13.
The
I
DLC
get it.
missed opportunity.
Game of the year, Baldur's Gate 3.
For sure.
We need more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want more. Can you just make more content?
More.
You know what
content.
you haven't seen? You probably haven't seen it either. The post game Party with Withers.
No, I haven't. Don't tell me about it because I'm
No,
super
it's
excited.
It's so fucking good.
I'm playing honor mode right now, which is fucking awesome.
It's like hardcore
Jeez,
mode in
Withers
Minecraft.
likes to live.
If you die, you die.
It's Iron Man, so it's a single save. So anything that happens is permanent. I killed Lizzie because I got a nat 1 on the when she's stuck in a trap. She's like, "You better scare off these tieflings, otherwise we'll kill them." And then I was like, "I'm bad at talking."
My
You
favorite
went,
part of that encounter.
Ooka booka. And then she lands and TV's like, "Well, we gotta murder this ugly person." And she's like, "Well, are you going to kill them or me?" And I was like, "Lizzie, I don't know you like that. These be my tiefling people."
My favorite part of that interaction is when you when she's like, "Let me out," and you go, "Say please."
Yeah. It's
She
the
gets
best.
so mad.
Astarion approves though,
Does
Yeah.
and that's what matters.
Jesus.
a wyvern doesn't kneel to a worm. Yeah.
I know that like she I've seen people go into how she is as like a character and like how it's actually really meaningful that she wants to save your character. I can't get into it.
She has
Lizzie's a mean girl.
Apparently, she has a really nuanced story during like the second and third acts of the game. But I was with you. Like every time I played with her, I'm like, this girl a bitch.
I was like, why are you so mean?
Listen. I can
Welcome-
romance Haley in
welcome to the
Stardew Valley.
Post party.
I can romance Haley in Stardew Valley. I can romance anybody. So
There's so many other good options.
He's gotta go.
I think Karlak
Welcome
is
to the
going to be my
stream.
next one, or Halson. I love that big bear
I
man.
am still choosing what I'm doing next. I'm going either High Elf Cleric of Saluna with my Charlevin Shadowheart, Shart, if you will.
Your little shark girl.
My little
Say
Shart.
that. You can't say that.
My
Everyone
little
does.
Shart. I might go Githyanki Monk with Lizzie.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking about doing a human bard with Karlak, but I also just might rebuild June
Yeah.
and actually like multi-classer.
I mean, she
correctly.
could carry you out of a dangerous situation if
Absolutely.
the need
And
arises.
June deserves love.
Well, I'm gonna play a lesbian cyber psycho in my next playthrough.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah.
And I started a new game of what is it?
Lethal.
Medal of Honor Frontline
What?
for the GameCube.
What? Why did you boot that
I
up?
started that at 1 o'clock in the morning, like 2 nights ago,
He
Delirious.
and
was
played
awake so long.
it until 3 o'clock and basically beat the game.
You're insane.
That game is so easy; it's not even funny.
I have
Do you
been
remember when we played Resident Evil 5?
Oh, dude, such a good experience. If you guys ever want a co-op game to play, where you can just like piss off each other, or
Evan, we played it together as well.
did we beat it?
Bum, 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 bum.
Chris.
What is it?
Resident Evil 5.
Sheva. Chris. So
Fucking-
it is a
Wait,
great
you remember?
puzzle game.
Remember?
Puzzle zombie game where you can shout at your significant other.
Remember when?
When did we play this together? Did we beat it? We did not beat it. We
It
just
had to
played
have been like 2018.
Yeah, we just played
but
it. We did not beat it.
Remember the cutscene where they they drive out and there's 2 motorcycles and they have chains and they
Yes.
drive around in circles.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we were both just watching it, not realizing it was about to turn into a huge quick time event.
Oh yeah.
Fucking kills.
Just fucking died. We're like, wait, what?
I remember laughing
What did we
so
do?
fucking hard because I was just like, wait, press A, and then like all of a sudden we both just
Dude,
get
that game is
decimated.
That game is full of those that like you'll see like epic action scenes of like jumping from a
It
building.
was like 6
and
minutes.
it's like press A and you just and you
It's like
die.
6 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to fucking hold my controller the whole time.
Yeah.
Best
I think
part,
that happened to us too.
It did. It probably did.
the
but-
best part of quick time events like that is just purposely hitting the wrong thing, just to see all the different
Oops,
death.
I hit Y. That's like in
all the
fucking
different
Tomb
death.
Raider.
Event.
Tomb Raider, you fuck up, you get got.
The
Good God.
the best one of all time was there was a Spider-Man game. I don't even remember what it was or what generation and stuff, and it's just him just landing just like full cartoon splatting on the wall.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
The bomb one?
The bomb where
The
she's
bomb
like
one's hilarious.
she's tied up and there's fire all over,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Quick!" and you jump and you belly flop,
Yep.
and she's like, "I'm going to die,"
And then it
it
just explodes. It's so funny. It is the best.
Pajama Sam, I'm also so big for you. I don't
Big
know.
for you. What is
I
Pajama
just
Sam?
sent you a picture of Pajama Sam.
Discover
Gavin?
a secret laboratory with all sorts of fun magic potions. Pajama Sam is like
Matt.
a Windows 95
I'm saying.
horror game for children and
Yeah.
others. What is this, Gavin?
Anyway, this has been our post-show of Gelatinous Noobs Session 5. We talked about it a little bit.
Normally we talk about D&D for like 30 minutes after
Yeah.
we end.
Normally we talk about D&D and the session, but
I think
I
we
was-
just got distracted.
I was,
I
Tired
think-
I
brains.
was ready for human talk. I thought we were doing human
Yeah, I thought,
show.
I thought we were talking about apples.
no. Okay.
Here we are.
let's
talking
get
about
let's get back to the apples.
Circle back to the apples.
Let's get back to
guys.
the
Come on,
apples.
come on.
No,
Alright,
no,
so-
different. That's a different podcast.
Yeah, different podcast.
So I do think that Red Delicious is top tier.
All right.
I
fuck
thought you were
off
gonna say
for-
something
well,
about the
Eight.
campaign.
I'm gonna give it a solid. It's not S tier, but solid A tier. Solid A tier.
Can I get theories of what you guys think is going on?
I for sure
Yes.
think that Druid bitch is gonna fuck us in the ass.
You think about that
Maybe
with
if you ask
every
him
single
nicely.
person that we've met.
because I have trust issues and it
can
bleeds through to
tell.
Chomsky.
And he knows that Krista is a savage.
I think that
Yeah.
Ivy actually is going to, like, at the very end, she's gonna, like, we're gonna do all these things. We're gonna get her. We're gonna get her songbooks.
name.
We're gonna
Poison.
We're no, we're gonna get her songbooks. We're gonna get all this shit. We're gonna get all that, and then she's gonna look at us, and she's gonna go, and then she's gonna become a big apple, which I think she's gonna become.
oh my
a-
God,
It's
Michael.
definitely gonna be a guy
No,
apple.
no.
Oh.
Muted.
Muted.
I can talk on here.
I want actual theories.
Okay, no.
Okay,
I want
legit
actual theories.
Legit,
Okay, I'll give
legit,
Keep it
Matt's
muted.
first.
legit theory for what is going on with the campaign. I don't know. I think there's gonna be a tie into The Voice. There's
Yeah.
gonna be some unseelie stuff going on. I think that Carrion and Augury are gonna be agents.
Big bad.
They're doing-
Not big bads. They're gonna be like lieutenants. So like they're the big bad of
Mini-bads.
Act 1.
Yeah.
Like the
Mini
big bad of
bads.
Act 1, and then like Act 2 comes along, they're like, really, it's the Elder Brain. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, oh,
yeah.
okay, that's gonna be The Voice.
Because how often does the big bad actually like do their bidding? They have
No, they
people
got
who
people.
do that.
Yeah, they
There's
got
a
Yeah.
big
they got
dragon
shit
on a
for that.
horde that's like, yes, go out, fetch me those monkey.
For
those monkeys.
get me that monkey man.
there's
jumping on the bed.
the one on his shoulder as well.
Oh, there's
Bring them back to me alive but blind.
No, please.
No eyes.
No eyes. No, I like at
Like
this
Luke's
point.
grandchildren.
At this point, I don't really
All
know if I
8 of them.
have
No
too many
vowels.
theories about what's going on. I mean, I think that there's a big bad something going on with the Sealy Court because there's the guys that.
I mean the unseelie.
He said what he said.
I
Okay.
mean,
I said
you
what I said.
both.
I'm just kidding. No, yeah, Unsealy Court, and yeah, I don't know. I have more theories about Chomsky.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There's
injury-
theories
yeah.
I have more theories about you guys than I do about what the fuck's going on.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
hear those.
can I make a comment on that?
What?
Chomsky was not supposed to be a mystery child. There was supposed to be like a question mark and then a reveal. And then I've dwelled on it so many times of how I
Bye,
wanted to
Evs.
reveal it and show myself that now it's just never gonna happen. It's just
It's become a
Well,
thing.
and now
yeah.
it's a thing. Yeah.
that's the thing.
Well, it's gonna happen. It has to.
It doesn't have to. I mean,
There's no way that we're gonna play this campaign for 4 fucking years and not see
I just
Yeah, tens of millions of fans later,
with the
we're gonna see.
character that I've built.
tens of fans.
I
Tens-
think
tens
it
of fans
it
now.
would be conceivable.
yeah, but what about
Yeah.
Not and Beth? That was the long game.
Yeah, that was like 90 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
a long road,
Not in campaign 2 of Critical Role.
We love you, Critical Role.
There's a reveal about 95 episodes in. Huge fucking reveal.
Yeah.
Of who not actually
character
is.
changing.
That's
Literally.
one of the big things that I love about D&D as a whole, and is always the golden opportunity in long-lived campaigns like this, is the subtle, quiet play. Chomsky in the armor, that's a big thing. We're always talking about it and stuff like that. But very much I feel like Batch has a lot of those very subtle, quiet secrets. There's stuff going on. There's stuff going on with Batch, but it's never been at the forefront of our sessions. You know what I mean? It's never been well, who's Batch? Who's he talking to? Does he have a family? What are they doing? Those are things I think about. But I think he's just yep, I'm a monkey man.
And we
let's
just don't
play.
question
Let's
it.
Let's play some music.
That's yeah. I'm not gonna speak too much about that.
Which is good. Yeah, you don't need to.
Tell us.
Huh?
Who?
Tell us all your secrets.
Who did he say the name? What name was it?
Was that Morwin?
Morrowind?
Merwin.
Morwin?
Merwin. Tell us now.
Merwin?
I said it. That's it. That's
Tell
the
us
name he said.
What Udu are they?
What do you
You'll
think?
find out.
What are you thinking, Kara?
Yeah, you can figure it out.
His daughter.
I think he lost someone important to him.
Yeah, but just in general theories.
Oh, in general theories, I same wavelength with you. Unseelie, I think Augury. What was the other one's name? Carrion. I always want to say Carrion. I think Augury and Carrion are like minions. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think they're like not strong.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I said, the big bad isn't going to do his little tasks,
For
him or herself. Something with the Unseelie, I think the name drop with the voice and the Fury and the Seeker.
With the way the Rat King was talking about the voice, they're doing combat footsie. Don't worry.
Not true.
Understandable.
100%.
They're just
true.
holding dogs under the table.
That's combat
The
footsie.
dogs are meeting the pigs.
Wait.
We're getting along.
When- I think with the Rat King, it was too much of a moment to not be an allusion to the overarching story. But like, as far as where we are in the story, I feel like we're BG3 before even realizing what the artifact is. Like, we've just landed on the beach. Like, that's
you
where
just
we're
picked
at.
it up.
No, we're like 50% of the way through the campaign.
Yeah.
Once we get to the flora,
We
that's
just
probably
go.
the final boss.
Yeah, for sure.
No, we get to the floor. They say, "You want out?" And we say, "Yeah." And they say, "Okay." And then we get out. And that's
Yeah,
it.
so I guess
Campaign
the
over.
question is, do you guys
Just like
think
Strahd.
the songbooks are the goal of the campaign, or do you think
No.
that's
No.
Absolutely
that's the
not.
beginning?
No, that's
I think
like
that's the teaser.
equivalent to
Looking at you, DM.
That's the equivalent to...
Go into the Deku tree.
exactly. There
Yeah.
you go.
Ocarina of
Deku
Time.
That is a good equivalent. I would
Yeah.
say, like, trying to find a healer in Baldur's
And then
Gate 3.
you go, okay,
like-
I did the thing, and,
And
then
then you
the
realize
fucking
that-
world's crumbling, and there's a lot. The moon's
like,
gonna
every-
crash into the fucking world.
You're all dead.
Because,
we're all
like,
dead unless you
Thanks
can
to
do
the
something about it.
songbook.
Why?
Little boy.
Why do they want the songbooks?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know, like
I-
what?
Yeah.
Stealing from an archfey?
That's there's so many curiosities, and I think that's part of like my excitement of like learning the world as a whole and like the lore as well, because it's like the Fae obviously have a much stronger presence.
You saw that too, right?
it's when your brain starts shutting down and you get cold. He's just like,
Happens to me all the time. It happens 4 times a session.
oh, it happens to me too. Don't worry, buddy. I know exactly what it is. Continue, Matt.
I think the Fae have a much stronger presence in the world than deities in like a typical D&D like setting.
Yeah.
You know, like 5e, it's very much like, oh, look at all these different gods. You know, I feel like that's very common in most things. I don't know if it's just because we're working and playing in the Feywild, but like I've been led to believe that like it's like there were 2 gods, they're doing their own thing now, and then it's the Fae
And then
who,
these are, like,
and
their
then,
children.
Yeah, the
That are-
Fae are the ones who run the show. You know, like they're
Yeah.
the top dog. They're the ones who got all the power.
I mean, the pre-episode, I met what I thought was like my goddess, and
Yeah,
she's like,
for sure.
I'm just a person.
Yeah, the campaign has
Meet your idols.
the campaign is. I feel like we're not very far into the campaign, but so much shit has actually happened already. We burned down your house. We met 2 gods.
You guys had a
Yeah.
very different session.
Yeah, we
one.
got attacked by
we
a
were-
fucking chest and
Well,
called it a day.
and
We
a
were-
slug demon.
We were just dungeon plundering, and then found a portal, and then ended up at the table.
Okay, so I
That's
don't.
all that happened.
I don't know if this is a spoiler for the campaign, and I don't want to know it if it is. But your 2 characters were just like, "Hey, we're both in this dungeon at the same
Well-
time," or did you know each other? Were you working
We did
together?
not. We both had our reasons for being there, though. Very on character reasons, I think. Or did you have a good reason to be there?
yeah.
I had a good reason to be there, so it was just like it.
Both of you, same place, same time.
Same place, same time, and then we both had a common op, and we both said
Gotcha.
fuck the op, and then
Yeah, there's some fucking mudmen.
Gotcha.
yep.
We heard about the mudbend.
I threw some methods at him. I threw an elemental at him, just like I did you guys.
I hate the methods.
Methods are.
I was sneaking so good, and I
little
turned a
cute
corner,
guys.
and there's just 2
Yeah,
The
they're cute guys.
except they explode.
They explode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just like the explosive rats.
Fuck
just
those
like the
rats.
explosives.
that's the through line, guys. Everything we fight explodes.
explosive.
Uh,
The campaign of exploding.
just
babies.
get resistant to
Explosion.
explosion, bludgeoning damage.
Immunity. Explosion.
Yeah.
I'm immune to all damage, actually. according to
Actually.
He's like, since I'm married to the DM.
Since I'm married to the DM, she made me.
Since I am the main character.
That is me.
We established that Jorik actually is the main character.
Yeah, because
we did.
My
Sure.
note, because my
'Cause
notes
your
are in first
notes,
person.
yes.
Yeah.
I did hear you guys when you guys were doing
We're
that.
like, he
I
has
was
plans.
I was
watching.
like, I felt
I-
uncomfortable about this, and I
So
went,
I jumped into the stream at 7. I was like, oh man, they've already started there. Like, because I was running behind.
we were just talking shit.
And
yeah, I
then,
think we were just spooting.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I got in here
Spooky.
before you guys started doing the recap. And you're like, we're waiting for Matt. I was like, I'm going as fast as I can.
We're waiting for Matt. He had to take a shat.
That was it.
That was why he was
He
late.
was like
yep.
45 minutes late because he.
It was one monster chat. Thanks, Internet. Now you all know.
Or he had to kill a Spadat.
Ooh.
Yep.
But it ended up just being a cat.
Oh no.
Oh no! But then it
Don't
was
you
just
know
a
the
hat.
one rule of the internet? I thought it was a
He's
cat, but
tripping
it turns
on-
out it was a
he's
hat.
tripping on acid.
Turns out LSD.
Bad.
He was literally just shitting on the toilet, but he was living a life.
Fighting
He
wars.
was fighting wars that no one could see.
This just in, kids, don't do drugs.
That's the message, and that's a title card. Okay, post show episode 1.
Is that wrapped?
That's a wrap.
Spotify wrapped?
I think that's
I
about.
still
Did
think
everybody
that,
give me their theories?
I did
golden crisps are really good.
Back to the apple.
Suck you, fuck you.
Cosmic
Suck you,
Crisp.
fuck you.
That is for human time.
That is for human time.
And
Our
the apples are
podcast
really good.
for all of our viewers out there.
I will share my theory, and then we'll call it a good day.
Yeah.
I think my theory is Krista has planned out the songbook thing, and after that, doesn't have it. And she'll just see where we go and what we fuck around with and what we destroy.
Joke's on you. I haven't planned anything.
Exactly. And then I think what we're gonna
You
do.
can't
I thought
tell
you
me
were
you
planning
came
this
up-
for years, Krista.
You
I
can't-
thought that
no.
too.
She's she goes like this.
What
Hold on,
were
hold on.
you doing?
No, this is
Your
it, this is
face.
it, this is
I
it.
thought that too.
Hold on, this is it. All right. Evan, 1 second. I'm gonna go work on my book, or I'm working my D&D stuff. Anyway, all right. And
That's just me at my desk job.
Okay, anyway, so I think what's going to happen is we're going to solve the
that
thing,
it?
we're going
Spot
to do
on?
the thing, and then we're just going to, along the way, we're going to fuck up enough stuff to then have to live with the actions of our consequences. And the main story, which
Batman.
inevitably is going to be the world crumbling, is going to be our fault, and we have to fix it. I bet you that's going to be what's going to end up happening.
Krista, how many words do you have written down in your journal after this session?
Just a few.
lot.
Michael
Yeah.
sucks.
Okay, so
That's his monkey
I
dog.
have
You do have a world built, though, right?
yeah, I've got
Yeah.
majority of the world built. The stuff that you're gonna touch, I've got it. I have
Even this rock?
yep,
Batch touches the rock.
all of it. You explode.
No!
I just said the through line, guys. Explosions.
So, I have the world, most of the world built. I've got, obviously, I've got like the Pantheon and stuff. I've got all the lore. I've got that stuff done. I planned the rat thing.
Do you have the
I was like,
floor
you
fleshed
couldn't
out yet?
have just
No.
came up with
You better
that
get to work.
I have the
just
rat.
in the moment.
I had most of the rat thing. I was talking to Gavin in August, and I was like, I think I'm gonna start them fighting rats.
It's how you start every
Yeah, you have to.
Fallout. You start with the rad roaches.
Rad roaches. You gotta go. You
gotta
help me. You gotta help her. Come
Well, my favorite video game of all time, Dragon Age Origins, for those of you that don't
Oh,
know.
legend. Can I get you a
The-
ladder so you can get off my back? Can I get you a ladder so you
The-
can get off my back?
The human noble background, one of the first things that you do to like introduce you to combat is you go into a kitchen and the cook is like, your dog, they just won't leave those rats they're just making a mess of my pantry, and you go in and there's giant rats. And one of the characters, he literally says, yeah, what great adventure doesn't start with giant rats?
Dark Souls 2 does too.
A lot
all
of games.
the original 2 Baldur's Gate games
Yeah.
started with rats.
A lot of games.
That's what the joke was.
Rats. We are the rats.
So-
starting another great adventure with you.
Rats.
So I was
Rats.
like, I have to start with rats
Okay.
because 3 of my 4 favorite RPG games
Oh, rats.
pre Krista going to being a PC girly started with rats.
And then what made you say, I want to combine this with a spider?
Chaos.
She went.
Those
You
would,
woke up and just said,
I have
yes.
a
Just
spider.
violence.
Those would be
I
the
have
drugs.
a rat. I have a spat.
See, the hard thing is though, I take a lot. Oh, don't tell my boss. I take a lot of notes while I'm sitting there staring at my computer blankly.
Don't worry, it's only online.
It is, Tyler. Sorry. I have to write it down to get it out of my head so that I can work. So I've got like all these little papers full of notes.
That just came to you while you were working, like
That-
looking at Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, so if I'm like sitting back here flipping through stuff, that's why. Because it's all on these tiny little 4x6 papers that I'm like trying to get through.
That stresses me out. For a Capricorn, honestly, I expected more.
She's like a
Organized
chaos
chaos.
Capricorn, though.
Chaos.
Like, she works hard, but it's a little all over there. Maybe that's the ADHD of it all.
Baldur's Gate 2 Dark Alliance is one of the best games ever.
Really? Does it have same combat as Baldur's Gate 3 or no?
Baldur's
It's like
Gate 3 is
Path of
good.
Exile combat, like
I wanna
action
play
RPG
it.
combat, right?
I don't know. It's
Baldur's Gate
on
2?
it's on PS2.
Yeah, they're older games.
Yes. One.
Do I have a PS2?
No. You probably have a 3.
There
excuse
are-
Me, Crash Bandicoot doesn't
And if-
start with
I
rats.
and
think
if you have
maybe
a-
I have a 3 from your brother.
Yeah,
the
and
red
if
one.
it's a slim one, it won't play 2
Cyberpunk
games.
doesn't start with rats.
Why don't they remake it?
You're right.
Hey,
Cyberpunk's
is it
first
Larian
person's
Studio
really
still?
badass.
Oh,
I have not
god
played it
damn
yet.
it.
Kick in the apartment building.
It's on GameCube too, so you can find it.
and
and play it on-
We do have a GameCube.
Yes.
All right, friends. I think this is a wrap for post-game
It's a
session 1.
This is a rat.
Rat.
Goodbye, friends.
All right.
Anyway, back to the apples.
And GameCube. All right,
I
Gavin.
think
Thanks
that-
for being around, man.
Yeah, thanks for hanging
Goodbye,
Gavin as
all
well.
of Gavin.
Thank you all,
And
Gavin.
Ev. It's just Gavin, though.
Every Gavin.
Thank you all, Gavin.
This is your host, Tiny Penis, signing off.
Back to the apples.
Yeah.